You're watching WUFT TV News.
2 Gators were named to the All-SEC team today. Welcome to sports. I'm Ethan Curtis. Point guard Trey Mann was named to the first team All-SEC. The sophomore led the Gators in scoring and assists this season, averaging 15 points and 3.4 dimes per game. He's also tied for the team high in rebounds. Mann has scored in double figures in all but 3 conference games this year as he looks to lead the Gators into the SEC tournament. Being named to the second team is Colin Castleton. The transfer from Michigan is making his presence felt in his first season in Gainesville, tying a team high with 5.7 rebounds per game. He's also second in the conference in blocks per game. The two are back in action this Thursday for the second round of the conference tournament as the Gators take on the winner of Texas A&M Vanderbilt. Moving to the Diamond, the Gator baseball team is back in action tonight. Kevin O'Sullivan's squad will take on Georgia State for the Gators' first of 2 midweek games. The Gators are coming off a weekend series sweep of Florida A&M where they outscored the Rattlers 23-3. In addition, Jacob Young will look to extend his school record hit streak to 31 games. Throughout the weekend, the Gators jumped out to an early lead in each game. O'Sullivan says when the Gators do this, it sets the tone for the rest of the game.
It says a lot about the guys being ready to play. Obviously it helps the dugout, it helps the starting pitching kind of settle in, but I think most importantly it really sets the tone with, the guys are ready to play and we're not sleepwalking through the first couple innings.
First pitch is set for 6 o'clock from Florida Ballpark. Garrett Milchin is expected to start for the Gators, while Seth Clark is on the hill for the Panthers. Staying in Gator sports, there are just 2 weeks left in spring practices for the football team. Head coach Dan Mullen emphasizes the approach the Gators are taking this spring. Mullen and his staff will be responsible for replacing key pieces that the team is losing to the draft. He says the Gators are using this spring to evaluate talent and build a foundation for success.
For us, it's about putting a bunch of things in, teaching a lot of foundation of the offense, defense, and special teams, and trying to evaluate what guys do well. That's a big part of it, of a lot of teaching and a lot of evaluating goes on in spring.
As a reminder, there is no orange and blue game at the end of this year's spring practices. Today was the deadline for NFL teams to designate franchise or transition tags to players. And the Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers are placing the franchise tag on wide receiver Chris Godwin, keeping him in Tampa for at least another year. And there are some other former Gators making offseason news, such as the Jets placing the franchise tag on safety Marcus May. In addition, the Oakland Raiders traded offensive tackle Trent Brown to the New England Patriots. That's all for sports. Back to you, Jolena.